Hello, I'm going to compare the SIG Vertus, MCX Vertus to the SIG MCX Spear and everything I kind of did to try and get this to be this, and then just ended up buying this. So now I have both and I can more easily see what the upgrade is. So I did kind of already modify this thing, but so here we go. I see that there is a little bit of a difference in the piston. So this piston right here is actually, it has no fluting. And this piston actually has some fluting right here. I don't know if that's just to clean it or so it doesn't get stuck. I don't know what that is, but I think it just maintains more pressure. There's less bleed off there. That's what I think. Okay. Then also on this has changed. There's some lightweight here, and actually I forgot to check on that. But this is just a quickie reference measurement. So it's like an inch, and so it is longer. It's longer, but that extension has a cut, so that it has some weight. So I'm gonna take this out and see what it is. It's probably for rigidity of this piston, of the tappet piston, of that piston. So maybe the flutes are on the inside. I haven't actually taken that out yet. I don't know what the difference is in the hole size either here. Same kind of bleed right there. Roll pins, not roll pins, pins, tapered. And then also the diameter here is different. So this is a steeper angle. I guess it's a less steep angle. This is a steeper angle here, but it has it kind of comes back to the same size up here. So they cut some weight there. Honestly, I thought this was going to be an issue, but no. I mean, they tested it enough and it's rigid enough. It's not like the original MCX. Also, the biggest thing that I saw that they did was they used a ball mill over here instead of just a conventional mill with a chamfer. Then over here, kind of just like a big chamfer. Over here, that's still the case, but over here they used a ball mill, and that takes more material out. So they plunged it, they did their little cut there, and I like it. Takes off more material. Also, there's some more lightweight here, where you see there's no step here, and there's a little step here. So they went and scalloped that some more. And then also over here, there's a nice little pocket or scallop or whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I'm under the weather a little bit. And then this could be deeper, but it looks the same. This little thing there. Yep, so those are kind of like at a glance differences. Obviously we have these holes up here. There's 3 instead of 2. And then I think those are the bigger differences that I see as far as where the weight in the front was cut. So the barrel, and then these cuts here, right? Then this little change here to the gas block, and then the rails, obviously. So what I was curious about, this is a helicoil. They did put helicoil in there, and that makes me feel a lot better about my purchase, because it's not just threads in the body. So it's not aluminum to steel on the screws. It's a similar material. Those are probably stainless, and they used a red Loctite, so that was nice. And then as far as the handguards go, I did end up getting the Midwest Industries one because I liked it a lot, and it kind of looks similar. Now the only thing that I did on this was I kind of plugged the gas access hole there because I just wanted to. You don't have to. This didn't have anything really except for kind of these holes to kind of do it. I kind of just took some rail scales and I made a hole there so I can just use the tip of a bullet or a tool to move over the gas. But as far as fitment, we can try. Okay, so the old ones will fit over the spear. So the Virtus handguards will fit over the spear, but it doesn't look very good here. There's kind of a gap. And then obviously you won't have the locking up here. You'd have to use like the Arasaka clamp. But the new one will not fit on the Virtus because of the actual net pads here that go into the receiver of the spear. So that's what's holding it up. There's no cutout here for that. So it kind of looks cool, honestly. Kind of like that. So if you're into that, that's cool. So, I mean, this is a nice design. I like it. I still like this, but I like this more. It's just more convenient. It's less stuff you have to figure out to buy. So I do like the trigger more on this one, honestly, than this one. It feels kind of, comparing them both side by side, this one's more crisp. But obviously I have the option to switch this out to whatever I want, a Geisley or whatever. These seem to be the same. Really, those are the biggest differences. Now, if we go to the inside of the guns, let me see that. So this is the Virtus and this is the spear. And they look pretty similar. But the main differences are the way they assemble everything. So over here we have this little bar up top, this little finger. And I think that's what this is supposed to do, but it's on the side. And also they made it so you can disassemble this without, here's it in a keyway. And this one also has it, but it has this thing at the top that we were just mentioning, this little leg thing up there. There's a push spring right there. This one does not have that, so you can remove it pretty easy, actually. Hope I didn't make a mistake. There we go. And it's captured here on the side. Yep. And this pin holds this thing or something. Oh, look at that. No, that's for the firing pin. So I guess they moved something around for that too. Down here versus up here. Isn't that pretty similar? So now that we're back together, obviously we have the ambi mag release on this guy, right? So pretty easy to use. And then what I did to kind of got the bad lever from Parker Mountain Machine. Same thing. The only issue I had with this is, you know, when you want to strip a mag, this kind of gets in the way for me. But I honestly like using the trigger finger a little bit more. To wear this all on one side. Nothing gets in the way here. And then you can still do all of that. So I got this off. It wasn't that bad. I got this off of this and I swapped them. And I boiled it. Then I torched it. And then I boiled it. And then I took it off. Just to be sure. I don't know what they used. I didn't see any residue. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be compared to what everybody's been saying online. I didn't damage any barrels or anything like that. So I think I'm basically going to keep this one. And I'm debating whether or not to keep this one and or maybe just sell it or maybe do some crazy colors. I don't know. But they're both great. They both basically do the same thing. Just a little bit lighter in some little areas here. So the weight difference for me, I think, is negligible. And honestly, I feel more comfortable with the bigger barrel. But do I shoot enough? Not really. So, I mean, if you can find one, cool. I think it's worth the trade, honestly. So, thank you. Bye.